Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Hits inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Marsh. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does, that could mean a big home run type completion if there's a big in-breaking route by his receiver.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Under pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy. And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The give is to Williams. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Hammond. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Carter. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Preston. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for space. It's Sticky. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Carter. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
To the air. It's Hoover. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Sells the run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The run inside. It's Williams.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun, it's Dickey. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beal. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now hits it. It's Dickey fighting off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To throw, it's Hoover. Oh, pressure's coming. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. The Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes the pressure going right. Pulls it in. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're all over him. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Brett Prater. And we've got a shootout.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Look out! And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's South Carolina looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
They'll open the second half on the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Not a lot of room to field this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Drops back. It's Hoover. Out wide left, it's Richard. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Beebe. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will give them the lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Richard. He's not going to make it. The defense stops the 2-point try, and this is still a 5-point game. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Eakin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
Quick give, it's Dickey. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Right side, it's Carter. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dickey. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Driven back.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Got his man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
On the return, it's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Richard. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Marsh. Turning on the Jets. Lowers those pads. He's at the touchdown, Hoosiers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point is good. Deep in the end zone, it's Coleman Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There he goes. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Richard. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Or maybe a double pass. Right side, it's Marsh. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play.
Oh, what vision! And there he goes! They won't get him! It's a touchdown! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Out wide left, it's Beal.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football big.
He's loose. The 20, past the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
He'll bring it out. It's Danzy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll move the tight end. The give is to Williams. They put the brakes on him.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Release to the back. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's looking deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back. Up, got some room to run. The 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Sells to fake. Still looking to his right. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Hoover. He wants it all. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. All wideouts, no backs. He's changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Snatches it on the right. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.